welcome back to your hour. I'm being joined now by Lance Chaffin from Midwest Entertainment Wrestling, and you've got a bunch of events going on just like now.
We do, Cheryl. We do. Starting tomorrow, it's
Yeah.
it's action packed and it's gonna get nasty because we've got the Nasty Boy, WWE Legend, Brian the Nasty Boy Knobs. One half of the Nasty Boys for back in the day, WrestleMania 7 Tag Team Champions. My trainer, my coach. You know, we've talked a lot about whenever we've been here on the show. We've talked a lot
Right.
about my classic training that I've got. Through Brian Knobs, Hulk Hogan, and some training with Ric Flair. But this weekend, the Nasty Boy is going to be here in Wichita. And he's going to be in Hutch as well, starting tomorrow. Thursday, we're going to be at the Museum of World Treasures downtown here in Wichita. And we're going to be in front of Ivan, the big T-Rex. And Ivan, the big T-Rex, I don't know if you know, Cheryl, ranks top 10 in the world as far as T-Rex fossils go.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You're going to have your chance. It's $10 admission, and it's $10 to get your picture taken with Brian Knobs in front of Ivan, the dinosaur, right there at the World Museum downtown. Friday, we're going to be at the Steel Bar. And we're going to be there before WWE Live at the Interest Bank Arena and after. So before the live show at the Interest Bank Arena, you can come and you can have a meet and greet and a personal autograph session with Brian the Nasty Boy Knobs, WWE Legend, before and after the show. So that'll be at the Steel Bar on North St. Francis, right up the street from Interest Bank Arena. So if you go to the show, if you're going to WWE this weekend, come on out before or after and see Brian Knobs at the Steel Bar.
Very cool. So then at the main show is on the 3rd, which is, what date is that?
Well,
what day is that?
That is a Sunday.
Okay.
It's going to be a Sunday evening show, but we do have a lot going on Saturday as well. Saturday morning is your chance if you want to get in the ring, Cheryl. If you want to get in the ring.
Yes.
Well, for those any aspiring wrestlers that would look to live wrestling as their career, or if that's been their passion, or if you just want to get in the ring and see what it's all about. If you've been a fan of it your whole life, you can get inside the ring with Brian the Nasty Boy Knobs, WWE Legend, this Saturday. That's the 2nd, and you're going to get your chance to get for $50. Your chance to get in the ring and learn some of the basics from Brian Knobs, and then we're going to go into a little bit of a Q&A, question and answer session, as far as people are going to be able to ask him all kinds of things. He's going to go in depth and talk about a little bit of the behind the scenes of wrestling and what it's all about. So.
Well, I know that we have some really avid wrestling fans here in Wichita,
we really
and
do.
I'm sure all of the surrounding area.
Oh, we really do. Whenever I came back to Kansas, I started wrestling in Wellington, and I came back here. I started running Wichita with our shows, and we've really been going full steam since then. We've ran a show at least once a year, and now since March we've been running every month.
Right.
So I figured, we're 4 or 5 months in now. I figured, what would be better in my hometown of Mount Hope, Kansas, for a wrestling show on Sunday the 3rd than to bring my trainer, my coach, and my friend Brian the Nasty Boy Knobs, WWE Legend, to my home, MWE.
Very cool. So what's the event that's going on at the Interest?
WWE Live is actually going to be at
Okay.
the Interest Bank Arena this Saturday night, and that's going to be, you're going to get your chance to see all kinds of people, including John Cena, I believe, will be wrestling that night, and that's going to be a big action-packed deal for WWE at the Interest Bank Arena. But then we do have, MWE will be having Knobs with us, and he will be doing, a number of appearances all over the place.
Right.
And Saturday, we're, along with that wrestling seminar, that's from 11 to 1, and you can go to our MWE Facebook page or MWEProWrestling.com for more information on that professional wrestling seminar, and that will be Saturday, September the 2nd in the morning from 11 to 1. And then Saturday night, Barbs Bail Bonds. You notice I'm wearing a bright, nice shirt. If you ever get in trouble, Cheryl, call Barbs. They'll bail you on out.
I'll remember.
They do really good work, and they're great to work with. I've really enjoyed working closely with these folks, and in Hutch, they're big over there, and they're going to bring us into Oliver's Saturday night. Oliver's Beef and Brew on 30th in Hutchinson, Kansas. We're going to be out there with Brian Knobs on Saturday for the folks in Hutch to get your chance to see Brian Knobs. We're going to be at Oliver's Saturday night from 4 to 6, and then from 6 to 7 for $50 at Oliver's. You can go buy your ticket, and it's a personal private meal deal with Brian Knobs. It's actually going to be a steak dinner, Cheryl.
Cool.
So you're going to get your steak dinner and an intimate sit-down meal with Brian Knobs, to where you're going to be able to talk to him about wrestling, ask him some questions over steak dinner. So you really can't beat that.
Yeah, that's tough to beat. So the event on Sunday in Mount Hope, how much is that? Is admittance to that?
We kept tickets at the same price as we normally run them. We didn't want to up tickets, just to have Knobs in. We wanted it to still be, as reasonably priced for the family as ever. So it's $7 for a kid and for children, and $10 for an adult. And
That's tough to beat.
it's tough to beat. It's tough to go to
Yeah.
a movie for less than that nowadays.
Yeah,
and
you
so
almost can't.
You almost can't, not around here. So, we wanted to keep that really, friendly for the families to come out, because we would really like for everybody to be able to make it to our shows. And we really enjoy it. It's a privilege and an honor for me to be able to wrestle in my hometown now,
Yeah.
in Mount Hope. I did a lot of time here in Wichita. I had a school here in Wichita. And now we've moved out to Mount Hope, and it's just as successful, if not more now.
Well, it's
And
not much of a drive, is it?
it's not much of a drive. From Mays, it's 12 minutes. So,
Yeah.
it takes me a very short time, and I've lived there my whole life. So driving back and forth isn't much of a big thing for me. But driving across town is just that much. So come on out to Mount Hope. It's
Yeah.
right halfway, the halfway point between Wichita and Hutch. It's going to be a good time, and it's going to get nasty.
How nasty.
Well, pretty nasty. Brian Knobs, it's always a party with him. He's my trainer, he's my friend. Hopefully one day he'll make it to the ranks of something like the Hall of Fame. And I'm really proud of Brian Knobs and his achievements in the professional wrestling circuit, and I'm really happy that he was able to provide a lot of knowledge over to me and help me learn how to live in the professional wrestling world and to conduct business in the professional wrestling world, because I'm proud to say that I've owned Midwest Entertainment Wrestling since 2012, and we've been going full-time since then as far as professional wrestling training. So if it wouldn't have been for that great training that I got out of Brian Knobs, I wouldn't be here where I'm at today, Cheryl.
Well, and we haven't had a local wrestling organization since Sunflower Wrestling, and that was some
Right.
time ago. So it's really good to have that
Well,
here.
we're bringing it back in full steam.
Very cool. Well, it's always a pleasure to have you here, Lance.
Well, thank you
Thanks
very
for
much,
joining
Cheryl.
us.
Thank you for
And,
having me.
You have a website, right?
MWEProWrestling.com.
Okay. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much, Cheryl.
And we'll be back in just a couple of minutes with Bonnie Taub Dix, who's going to talk about some healthy habits for fall.